Good morning, everyone. My name is Chirag Jasonlal Chawda from the Department of Computer Science at St. Francis College. Today, I will be presenting my software engineering architecture design project titled Library Management System. This project aims to design a comprehensive software architecture for a digital library system and automated book circulation, catalog management, fine calculation, and reporting through this system. Library can transition from manual to design operations while maintaining efficiency, security, and scalability. Problem statement and project scope. Library have long been an essential part of the education institute, but most of them still rely on outdated method of record keeping and transaction tracking. Librarians often maintain a handwriting or a spreadsheet based records, which are prone to error, time delay, and data loss. The lack of automation makes it difficult to track issue book, overdue fines, and real time availability, leading to frustration among user and efficiency among staff. This project purpose a library management system that automates this core operation, providing a centralized platform for managing book and user and transaction. The problem this system solves is the lack of the real-time visibility, accuracy, and automation in library workflow. The scope of the project includes implementing functionalities such as book search, borrowing and returning, and reservation handling and file management. The system also ingredients email and SMS notification to inform user about due dates and reservation. However, advanced analytics, integration, and AI-based feature are executed from the current version. This education ensures that the focus remain on building a robots and functional core system that can later be expanded with additional capabilities. System objective. The main objective of the library management system is to enhance operational efficiency by automatically representing tasks and improving the overall user experience. The system aims to streamline library workflow by enabling user to search for books, check up their availability, borrow them, and pay fines online without administration delay. Another key objective is to create a transparency, ensuring that both user and library have real-time access to catalog information and transaction detail. Uh, the architecture is designed for scalability so that the future enhancement, as such as multi-branch integration on or digital media management, can be incorporated seamlessly. This architecture choice enhances maintainability and modularity, allowing dependent operators or upgrades without disrupting the entire system. In essence, the library management system is to build a modernized traditional library operation while maintaining user critic centering functionality and future scalability. System actors and interaction. The library management system involves several users, each performing specific role that contribute to the library's smooth functioning. The main actors in the system are students and faculty who serve the borrowers, librarians who manage books and transaction, and administration who oversee system operation and reporting. Additionally, an external system like payment gateway and email or SMS notification services play an important role in integrating real-world functionality, such as fine payment and due date reminders. Each actor's interaction with the system through the defined set of functions. These interactions are be defined through role-based access control, ensuring that each actor can access only the features relevant to their role. So separateness, enhance system security, reduce complexity for the user, and support a clear workflow across all levels of the library operation. Functional requirement. The library management system has several core functions that directly support its objective. The system allows secure user registration and authentication to prevent unauthorized access. User can search for the book by title, author, ICABN, or subject and view real-time availability before making borrowing decision. If the items is already borrowed, user can place reservation and are automatically notified when it become available. The system also circulates fines or for overdue books based on predefined library rules and enable online the payment through integration gateway. Administration monitor user activity and maintain the system's configuration, automation, notification, remind user about upcoming due dates or overdue items, reducing the needs for manual follow-up. Number six, non-functional requirement. Beyond functionality, the system success dependence on non-functional quality that ensure long-term performance, security, user satisfaction. Library management system is designed for ability maintaining and up to uptime of 99.95% so that user can access the performance at any time. In terms of performance, the system responds to query within a 2 seconds even when multiple users are active. Usability Usability play a crucial role as well, with an intuitive interface that complies with the accessibility standard like WCAG 2.1, ensuring inclusivity for all users. Finally, the maintainability and reliability are achieved through a modular design and regular data backups procedure. This non-function requirement ensure that the system remains efficient, secure, and dependent under all operation conditions. Class diagram. The class diagram provides a structural blueprint on system by defining the main component and their relationships. The system consists of several including classes that reflect a real-world entity in the library environment. The user class include statement, faculty, library, and administration, each identified by unique credential and role. Credential and role. Then the item class represent library material which may include books, journals, and digital media. The final class calculation penalties for overdue books while the payment class processes online transaction securely. Sequence diagram. This sequence diagram describes the workflow when a user checks out a book. The process begins with a user selecting a book from the catalog. The system verifies the user's actions, session, and item availability. Once confirmed, the system log into a inventory record, create and launch entry, set a due date, and update the item status to checkout. This process ensures data consistency, prevent duplicate transaction. Sequence diagram return book. The return book sequence diagram demonstration how the system handle book return. When a user initiated a return, the system retrieve the corresponding loan record and checks whether return is overdue. If a fine apply, the system calculates the penalty and prompts the user for payment. This diagram ensures that every action, return, fine calculation, and update is automation and traceable, maintaining transparency between user and administration. Sequence diagram reserve book. The reserve book sequence illustrate how user can replace old or unavailable books. If the books is already borrowed, the system allows a user to reserve it. Once the book is returned, an automatic notification is sent to the next user in the sequence queue. Number 11. Activity diagram reserve book. The activity diagram provides a detailed visual representation of the reserve process. The flow begins when a user attempts to reserve an unavailable book. The system checks for availability, and if the item is available, the prompt is the user to proceed with checkout. If unavailable, the system long the reservation and adds the user to the waiting list and send a confirmation message. The reservation remains active until the book is returned or the reservation expire. Component diagram and deployment. The component diagram show how the various modules and action services of the system interact. The architecture of the architecture include a presentation layer that handles user interface through the web and mobile platforms. A business layer that process library logic and data layer that manage storage and retrieval. External services such as payment gateway and email SMS notification connect with the application via APIs. This cloud-based design ensures scalability. Uh, the system is deployed in AWS EC2 server with the data storage handled through the MySQL and backups storage in AWS S3. This cloud-based design ensures scalability, reliability, and fault tolerance. Design decision and architecture. The design architecture of the library management system flow the layer MVC model choose for its modularity and easy to of maintenance. The presentation layer manage user interaction. The business layer handle logic such as fine calculation and notification, and the data layer maintenance manage record and transaction. The backend is the built using Python framework like Django or Flash, while the frontend utilize HTML, CSS, and JavaScript for an intuitive interface. The database runs in MySQL, ensuring in structured data management, and the file is deployed in AWS for scalability and availability. Security consideration include role-based access control, interpreted communication, and secure password handling. Testing and validation plan. Testing and testing plan is essential role in validity verify the library management system perform and access expected. A four-layer testing strategy ensure the validation through the validation. Unit testing verify the functionality of individual modules such as user registration and fine calculation integration testing check the how this module communication particularly between the borrowing notification component system testing evaluation is the role of function they ensure that the complete system work cohesively. Finally, acceptance testing involves the library and real user who validate the system against actual operational needs. Tools like PyTest, Selenium, and Postman Assistant is automatic the testing and validation process. Role and risk mitigation. The library management system provides follow the structure software development lifecycle model consisting in requirement analysis, design, implementation, and testing and deployment. Each phase is assigned specific responsibility. The project manager oversees timeline and resources system analysis, define requirement, and ensure document and accuracy. Developers handling coding and integration, and the test engineering uh, perform validation activities. Library and faculty act and stakeholder during acceptance testing to ensure the solution align with institutional goals. Risk such as the data loss, scope, creep, and security threats are managed through proactive mitigation strategies, including regular backup, strict change control, and data encryption. Project timeline. The library management system was developed over 12 weeks period, divided into five distinct phases. The first 2 weeks were dedicated to requirement gathering and analysis, ensuring clarity in the system objectives. The next 3 weeks worked for personal system design, during which UML diagram and architectural decisions were finalized. Implementation took place work from week 6 to 8, covering backend development, interface creation, database setup, testing, follow weeks in 9 and 10, validating every component. Finally, development, deployment, and maintenance occur in the last 2 weeks, preparing the system for use and training staff. Key takeaways: the project has been an invaluable learning experience in software design engineering, and hence my understanding of UML modeling, system architecture, and software quality insurance. I learned how the layer MVC pattern prompts modularity, and how principles like scalability, maintainability, and security are integrated into design decision. The project is also introduced the importance of the through requirement analysis in the systematic testing in achieve reliable outcome. Working on this project builds theoretically knowledge with real world application, allowing me to experience firsthand how structured software engineering practice lead to the creation of practical user creation center solution. Feature enhancement. Feature and the current system provides a strong foundation of live automation, but future version and could incorporate several advanced features, developing a mobile application world and since user accessibility, allowing patrons to manage their accounts on to go. Integration AI driven recommendation system could suggest book based on real reading history and performance, and cloud based analytics dashboard will have administration visualization trend. Conclusion. In conclusion, the library management system has successfully transformed traditional manual workflows into efficient automated digital processes. The project designer demonstration the develop efficient of applying software engineering methodology from requirement analysis and UML method modeling to architecture design and testing. Testing and validation confirm the accuracy and reliability of the system, while stakeholder feedback validation is practical usability. Ultimately, this project represents not just a technical achievement but a model for data digital transformation in the academic environment. Thank you for your time and attention. I appreciate this opportunity to present my project and welcome any questions, comments, or feedback you may have regarding the library management system and its architecture. Thank you. Thank you so much.